video cameras caught trucks arriving at the World Trade Center from about August 23rd until every night until about September 2nd, September 3rd. And the trucks were arriving at about 3 o'clock in the morning when everybody else had left the building, including the janitorial trucks. And the trucks were leaving at 5 a.m. right before the AAA personalities of Wall Street got to work to start their day. Something was brought into that building that would help with the detonation. There may have been work done on the detonation before. It may have been going on for months, but whatever they needed at the very end, they came and brought in that 10-day period. That's what we think happened. The airplane hijackings were a cover for the controlled demolition, which was undertaken by a small group of people, probably just 4 or 5 people. We are never going to know who they are, and it's not worth looking for them. And in August of 2001, I was told to stay out of New York City because the attack was considered imminent. We expected mass casualties and a possible miniature thermonuclear strike, a bomb. However, I want to be very clear. The attack was always defined as airplane hijackings and a strike on the World Trade Center.
A shadow, it looked like a plane. Next thing we know, it was boom, and the floor started shaking. And then we saw debris fall down, and next thing we know, we had to get out of the building. We stuck on the stairs for a while. We finally got down to the lobby. Then we get to the lobby, it was this big explosion.
All of a sudden, you just heard the loudest sound I've ever heard in my life, and got about 10 steps when I got blown across the lobby, and that's when I lost my tools, my Halligan and my axe.
We presume because of the initial explosion, there may have been secondary explosions as well that were detonated in the building by these terrorists. Robert Harper.
Jimmy, don't get too close, Jimmy. They're still blowing up. Jimmy.
received a call that a small Cessna had hit the World Trade Center. And I was asked to go and man the Office of Emergency Management at the World Trade Center 7 on the 23rd floor. When we reached the 6th floor, there was an explosion and the landing gave way. And I was left there hanging. I had to climb back up, and now I had to walk back up to the 8th floor.
Assistant Commissioner Stephen Gregory said, "I thought before number 2 came down that I saw low-level flashes. I saw a flash, flash, flash at the lower level of the building. You know, like when they demolish a building? Initially it was just one flash. Then this flash just kept popping all the way around the building, and that building had started to explode." She said that while she was making her way downstairs, there were explosions going off everywhere. I was convinced that there were bombs planted all over the place, and someone was sitting at a control panel, pushing detonator buttons. There was another explosion, and another. I didn't know where to run. Deputy Commissioner Thomas Fitzpatrick said, "It looked like sparkling around one specific layer of the building. My initial reaction was that this was exactly the way it looks when they show you these implosions on TV." A few witnesses spoke of horizontal ejections.
You want to call your mother or something?
Right now.
Bomb in the building, start clearing out. Sorry, you said there's a bomb? What'd you say? A bomb in the building, start clearing out. Got it.
Big boom, come down the steps, everything fine till we got to the basement, and then everything just fell in. I got trapped on there with another guy, crawled out, kept getting hit in the head, had bags floating around. Finally, we clawed our way out over the rubble.
Yeah.
Come on, Don. You did all right.
All right, way to be, Tom. Let's go.
I got hit initially with a blast of hot air, and I truly expected a fireball to be coming next. I expected to be incinerated in the street.
In conventional explosives like TNT, RDX, HMX, there's a tag, a chemical tag. So when the explosive goes off, the tag survives. Investigators can come and look and they say, oh, this has got some, this tag in it. Tagant is the term they formally use. And now we can determine where this explosive was purchased and blah, we catch the guy. But with thermite, there are no tags. Very clever, very clever stuff.
Isaac, for example, has more recently said, I know 9/11 was an inside job. The police know it's an inside job, and the firemen know it too. But you have not heard this on the nightly news.
This feat of bringing a building straight down onto its own footprint requires such skill that only a handful of demolition companies in the world will attempt it. Well, what the heck? Just put a few random fires in there, maybe some damage, and you saw the towers, they just fall straight down. And you better patent that one real quick before somebody else thinks about it. Just some random fires in the building, hey, it'll come straight down, it's great. Quit paying these companies all this money.
Heard the noise associated with an implosion.
We heard a very loud blast, an explosion. We looked up and the building literally began to collapse before us.
We heard a loud explosion, and at that point building 2 was collapsing.
At that point we heard a large boom. I looked up and just saw the building coming at us.
Do you know if it was an explosion or if it was a building collapse?
To me it sounded like an explosion.
There was another major explosion. The building itself, literally the top of it came down.
What? And he looked at me and asked me, was that a bomb? And I said, I don't know. I ran outside. It was like a gust of wind that knocked me over. There was something, the windows blew out. And there was a loud explosion and the elevator dropped. And when the elevator dropped, was a lot of debris and cables falling on top of the elevator. And when the elevator finally stopped, they had an explosion that bring the doors inside the elevator, and I'm sure that was broke my leg.
The impact of the explosion, of whatever happened, it threw me to the floor, and that's when everything started happening. And then all of a sudden, it happened all over again. I just know something else hit us to the floor. Right in the basement, you felt it. Walls were caving in, everything that was going on. You just knew it was something big. I mean, I know of people that got killed in the basement. I know of people that got broken legs in the basement. People that got reconstructive surgery because the walls hit them in the face.
Those 4 jetliners took off that morning, that they were then ordered down into a military facility, that 2 other jetliners painted to look like United or American Airlines went back out, reassumed the American 11 and United 175 flight paths, and hit the Twin Towers.
Basically, yeah.
Could be a drone aircraft. That's an aircraft that's guided electronically to its target without having a pilot.
It was a military plane. And it didn't look like a commercial jet.
It wasn't a commercial airline.
That second one wasn't no commercial. No, second one definitely. No emblems, no logos.
It was great, to be honest with you.
I thought it was a fighter jet coming in to cover the city.
No, it was a black plane. It looked like a fighter jet.
It looked like a fighter jet.
The U.S. government ventured to point fingers at me, accuse me of involvement. The U.S. government has consistently blamed me for being behind every occasion its enemies attack it. I would like to assure the world that I did not plan the recent attacks, which seems to have been planned by people for personal reasons.